right, so today we're going to focus on non-proportional relationships. That is a relationship that contains a slope and a y-intercept. We know that we can find slope and y-intercept when we're given a table and a graph. So that is what we're focusing on today. So for this example, it says an artist started with some paint bottles. The artist buys the same number of additional bottles each week. The table shows a linear relationship between X, the number of weeks, and Y, the number of bottles that the artist has. It shows us a table, and it's asking how many bottles did the artist have at the start. So the key word here is the word start. We should know by now that when we see the word start, it means that we're looking for our y-intercept or our b. Okay, and we can find this by copying our table into Desmos. We don't have to copy the entire table. We only have to copy 2 rows. Once we copy our table into Desmos, we will need to use our slope-intercept formula for Desmos, which is y1 tilde mx1 plus b. So let me show you how to do that on Desmos. You're going to hit the plus button, table. Always make sure that at the top here you have x1 and y1. Sometimes it will change to x2, y2, x3, y3, and you won't get an answer. So make sure it's x1, y1. Okay, then you'll put in your numbers, your coordinates for 25, 7, 34. You'll put in your slope-intercept formula. So that's y1 tilde mx1 plus b. And you see how we get an m. Our slope popped up. Our slope is 3, and our y-intercept is 13. So m is equal to 3, b is equal to 13. But remember, from our question, we know that we are looking for our y-intercept. Our y-intercept is our b. So our answer here is going to be 13. Okay, so I'll move on to the second question. I do number 2. The graph of a linear function is shown on the coordinate grid. What is the slope of the graph of this function in decimal form? So I'm looking for slope. Slope is m. And I want this in a decimal form. Sometimes they want a decimal, sometimes they want a fraction. So it's important to read what form they want the answer in. Okay, so here they give us a graph. This is an easier graph because they give us the coordinates. We don't have to look for them. They're given to us. So my first step here is going to be to create a table, just like we did on the I do number 1. I'm going to plug in my coordinates. It does not matter which order I go in or which one I put first. Okay, and then again, I'm going to write my slope-intercept formula for Desmos. y1 tilde mx1 plus b. I'm going to get my slope and my y-intercept. So once you're in Desmos and you have this already done, you don't need to close all of them and start anew. You just have to change out our coordinates. So 6, 1, and -6, -5. You see how we get our slope is 0.5 and our y-intercept is -2. But remember, we only want slope here and we want it in a decimal form. It is already a decimal, 0.5. So my answer would be m equals 0.5.